time of me finding good jump shots for y'all boys. Even if you're on a big guard, a little guard, a lockdown, a popper, or even those 7-foot demigods, y'all know I always look out for y'all boys, no matter if it's a base or some releases or even a dribble pull-up that help you become a better scorer or better shooter. Now in today's video, I'm gonna give y'all some of the best jump shots in NBA 2K25, but before we get into it, make sure y'all boys drop a like on this video, make sure y'all boys subscribe, also share this video to a friend that can't shoot. But as we get into this, I'm gonna give you some of the best dribble pull-ups in NBA 2K25. If you're someone that likes the rhythm shoot and you're playing on a small guard, I definitely recommend you guys to try out CP3, especially if you use rhythm shooting. It's something about using CP3 dribble pull-up fadeaway in the mid-range or even somewhat close to the mid-range. It's like a cheat code at a point. Like if you rhythm shoot with it, you can't be stopped. But if you're someone that's going to be using another dribble pull-up, Pro 2 is one of my favorites to use if you're not rhythm shooting, or you want to use it on multiple builds if you're on a 6'3" or even going to a 6'6". And speaking of a big build jump shot, hey, Kobe Bryant dribble pull-up, especially if you're a starter forward, definitely recommend you use it. You have to be starter forward the same way you need to be starter forward when it comes to being Devin Booker, which is one of the best two dribble pull-ups in the game that you can end up using. Then we got Kevin Durant. Now all you have to be is 6'5" and up and have an 87 mid-range or three-pointer. I do like to use this on my KD build or even on my 6'9" builds as well. But if you're on a 7-foot build, you also can use Wemby or normal 2 dribble pull-up. And throughout this whole video, I'm going to give out y'all boys some gems for best bases and even best jump shots. But we're going to start out with the small guards. My small guards are 6'4" and under. The first base we're going to have is this Patty Mills jump shot. You have to be a starter for a rep to unlock this and have a 85 three-pointer, the same way with KPJ, Kevin Porter Jr., which requires an 84 three-pointer or mid-range, and you have to be starter for a rep to unlock it. For the next base, you're going to have that Cam Thomas, which a lot of people say Cam Thomas base is better than KPJ or even Patty Mills, but that's more personal preference, especially if you're not a starter for. This is one of the best bases you can use. But a new base that we're going to add to the list is Peyton Pritchard. Do not sleep on this base, which requires an 86 mid-range or an 86 three-pointer. I definitely recommend you at least have like an 88 or 87 so you can have some thresh room to mess around with the jump shot and blend it. Then we got the Kyrie Irving. A lot of people know Kyrie Irving's a nice jump shot to use, maybe a top 5 jump shot when it comes to guard jump shots. Then we got Devin Booker, which you can use for a small guard and a big guard, but you need to have an 88 mid-range or an 88 three-pointer. Then one that's literally my top 3, especially for small guards that don't have Patty Mills or KPJ, Allen Iverson is one of the best ones to use because it's similar to T-Mac. All you need is an 83 three-pointer to unlock it, and you can rhythm shoot with it very well. The next one is Kyle Lowry, 84 three-pointer, unlock it, or 84 mid-range. Then if you're someone that has a low three-point rating, hey, like low, Bronny James jump shot or Russell Westbrook, those are the ones that you want to end up throwing on. Then you got Kemba Walker, which is a good solid base, especially for the defensive immunity and the stability that you got on this base. Then you're gonna end up having that Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor, for guards and big builds on NBA 2K25. But now that I broke down some of the best bases you can use for these small guard builds, I'm gonna end up giving you some of the best jump shots that I end up messing around with. We even got some new jump shots that's gonna be in here as well. But hey, you cannot go wrong with Kyrie Irving base on this game, especially if you got a 93 pointer. You can use Kyrie Irving base, Oscar Robertson. The blend for this jump shot really doesn't matter. It could be 100% zero, it could be 50-50. It really doesn't matter. The main thing that's gonna matter is the jump shot speed and your visual cue. Since we're using the same releases, it's not gonna really matter when it comes to this. Now, as of the visual cue, you can put it slightly past push because this jump shot is a little bit slower than other jump shots like Cam Thomas, Patty Mills, KPJ, other bases like that. So you might want to end up putting this more on the push side. If you think you're going to try to rhythm shoot with this, hey, try your best. Just put it a little bit past push so you can end up timing it. But it's a great up and down jump shot. You do sway a little bit past the three-point line as you do take your shots, but it lets you know it is very consistent and a very easy to time jump shot. Now, you know the main thing that's going to be different is our wingspan. So if you got to build with a lower wingspan, hey man, just mess around with the visual cue, whatever you feel comfortable with to end up knocking down a shot. Before a new jump shot that we're adding is that Peyton Pritchard custom. Peyton Pritchard, Oscar Robertson, Luka Doncic. Now, you don't have to use Luka Doncic as your secondary, but this is the main setup you're going to use. This will be on max speed. This will be a blend of 65-35, or you could do 70-30, but as of the actual visual cue, this is where you have to test a few things out for yourself. I did mine somewhat semi to the halfway mark of push and release, and I've been enjoying it. But if you don't care for the Luka Doncic secondary release, switch it up. Use Colin Sexton secondary release. Now, when you use Colin Sexton secondary release, it will be a little bit faster, but I will let you know this now. Make sure you end up changing the visual cue because it will speed up. That's one thing. It will speed up just by changing your release to Colin Sexton versus Luka Doncic. And this jump shot right here is similar to the John Wall base from NBA 2K24 to me, but it's very consistent. I was surprised when I first put this on. I was like, I was not expecting it to be this good. And just by the looks of it, before I even used it, the visual cue, that was the first thing I seen, the visual. I have a good visual cue that I can use. And if you do want to switch it, you don't have to put Oscar Robertson as the primary. You could possibly put Oscar Robertson as the secondary on this jump shot, or even go pure Oscar Robertson, max speed, and then you can end up messing around with the visual cue as you go. And the bass is not too slow, it's not too fast, it's like right in the middle. It's the sweet spot that you're looking for. Now, if you're someone that likes the rhythm shoot, I do recommend you to use Allen Iverson bass. Allen Iverson, Isaiah Colliner, then we got Damian Lillard. Now, you can switch out Damian Lillard for someone else like Colin Sexton. You can switch it out for Stephen Curry, things like that. As you end up messing with the blending, is 67-33, more to the other side of Isaiah Colliner, and then it's on push. Now, if you're going to be rhythm shooting, you might want to end up changing it a little bit past push, so you have more time to actually time it with the right stick. This is one of those jump shots that can be versatile, that you can use square and the right stick to be able to shoot with. You just gotta find a good visual cue that fits your timing. Even if you must substitute a release for this jump shot, you could throw Oscar Robertson as a primary release, or even as a secondary release. It's more of your preference or even the favor that you want to go to. But for the next jump shot, this is for my low 3-point raters. Like, I'm telling you this now, if you got like less than a 75 3-pointer, this is what you're looking for. Now, you're not going to be lights out shooting crazy like Stephen Curry, but you want to be able to knock down some shots consistently, as is a Bronny James custom with the Oscar Robertson Luka Doncic blend. And this is one of those shots that you're going to be able to knock down shots if you're open. You're not going to be out there shooting a 75 3-pointer contested with this Bronny James jump shot, but you're going to be able to knock down shots very consistently. The next one, we're going to have Devin Booker. I told y'all boys, just wait patiently for the Devin Booker jump shot, and I got y'all. Devin Booker, Stephen Curry, Oscar Robertson. Now, this is going to be max speed, slightly past push. You're going to have it somewhat almost under the actual between a push and release. Then we're gonna have 30-70 blend, or you can end up doing 25-75 blend, as this being a jump shot that you use regularly on using square or even using your right stick to shoot with. I found the actual sweet spot when it comes to shooting like this. Now, if you're someone that end up switching it up, sometimes you like to use the right stick, or sometimes you like to use square sometimes, and you don't gotta switch your actual blending, this is one of those ones you're gonna end up throwing on for your build. But now we're gonna go to my bigger builds, my 6'5s all the way to 6'9s. Now, as a basis, Jalen Tyson is a great base to use no matter if you're a lockdown or even if you're someone that's on an ISO, that you unlock at 77 3-pointer or mid-range. Y'all know about Ray Allen, you gotta have that high mid-range or 3-pointer as an 89. Definitely a cool base to end up using. Y'all know the go-to Jared Culver, and most of the percent of the whole community uses the jump shot. I say about 70 to 75% of the best players, or even the ones that want to be the best players, use this base, as it being like a top 3 base in the game for these bigger builds. Then you got the Matt Ryan base, one of the fastest bases in the game when it comes to the 6'5s to 6'9s. And it's actually a good jump shot, and you get time of stability and immunity on this jump shot. That's very well. Now, the next one, if you're someone that's not the best shooter, J.R. Smith is an easy timeable jump shot. Even if you like the rhythm shoot, or even if you want to use the button, you will still be able to time it either or. And I got a jump shot today for y'all boys about that. Now we got MPJ. You need a 90 mid-range or a 93 pointer. This is going to be one that's going to be costly, but it is a great base to use. I told y'all boys about Scottie Pippen, as you only need a 79 mid-range if you got a low shooting build. 79 3-pointer or 79 mid-range. This is somewhat like the actual Jonathan Isaac base for bigger builds like the 6'10s to 7'3s. But look, then we got Jacoby Walter, aka the JT Thor. All you need is a 76 3-pointer to unlock this base in general. If you use JT Thor in NBA 2K24, definitely try that out. Kobe Bryant base, a lot of people sleep on Kobe Bryant base, but it's more of a catch and shoot jump shot. Off the dribble, it's gonna be a little bit iffy trying to combo up and then pull it up with Kobe or even Carmelo. Carmelo's a cool one to use. It's better off the dribble. I wouldn't really use a catch and shoot because he does sway forward. Then you can't forget about Taurean Prince. Taurean Prince is one of those ones you can use off the dribble, catch and shoot. It's a nice stable jump shot, even if you do ISO as well. So y'all know I gotta give y'all some of the best jump shots. No matter if you're an ISO player, no matter if you're on a popper or even a lockdown, we got something for you. And y'all know the go-to jump shot. I told you this jump shot has been working. It's about what, 4 seasons now? This is since almost 4 seasons since this jump shot has been knocked down. Jared Culver, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robertson, 50-50 max speed, and you can have it on push. If you like the rhythm shoot, just mess around with the visual cue or keep it as it is if you like the actual timing of this jump shot. But look, we're gonna get into Jalen Tyson, Oscar Robertson. Now this one, max speed, the visual cue is almost halfway to the in between a push and release, and it's going to be 100% blend since we're using Oscar Robertson. And I told y'all about this jump shot. You can use this off the ISO, you can combo it with it, you can actually catch and shoot with it. Now I would prefer, if you're like a lockdown, you can use this if you can't get like any crazy jump shots that you want, or you don't like Jared Culver, you still can go crazy with a jump shot like this. But off the dribble, I like it off the dribble. You don't get a weird hitch to me when it comes to using a Jalen Tyson jump shot as of using like a Jared Culver, doing the Zach LaVine snatchback. You know, sometimes you might end up getting a hitch in your jump shot because you got to let the actual animation like actually play out, or you will get a weird animation. Then the next one, a new one I told y'all boys, it's similar to the guard version, but this is for the bigger builds. Devin Booker, Kobe Bryant, Oscar Robertson. Now you can change the first release if you want to, but this is how we keep it as stable as we possibly can, because we got max speed 2575 like I told y'all, and as of the visual cue I told you, we're going to be a little bit past push. This is not halfway mark, but a little bit past push, as we're going to end up knocking out shots consistently, because the visual cue on this jump shot is nice. I'm going to tell you this now. The visual cue on this jump shot is actually nice. Now, if you like the rhythm shoot, you might want to end up changing the visual cue like to the halfway mark or a little bit past the halfway mark, but not all the way to release. But this one right here, I actually messed with the Devin Booker jump shot. Like Devin Booker, I've been preaching to y'all for almost multiple seasons, but I had to find a jump shot for y'all boys so y'all can end up liking the Devin Booker base. Then we got Ray Allen, Paul Millsap, Oscar Robertson, max speed 52 Paul Millsap, 48 Oscar Robertson. If you don't like the Paul Millsap, you can push it more to the Oscar Robertson, but this one is slightly past push. This is maybe like 5 to 6 ticks past push, and y'all seen this jump shot before. I end up getting this jump shot from my guy Kozo, so make sure you go check out his channel. This jump shot is nice. You gotta have that 89 mid-range or three-pointer just to unlock this Ray Allen base in general. So if you don't got an 89 mid-range or 89 three-pointer to unlock this jump shot base, hey, it's gonna be very hard for you to end up getting this unless you use cap breakers to get to that 89 mark. But then we got the Jared Culver, Oscar Robertson, Baluba. I've been telling y'all, Baluba release is like that. I know Mike Wang, y'all might not like him, but his release is actually nice. Now, if you're looking for the Mike Wang Baluba release, you need to scroll all the way down on your jump shot creator. Scroll all the way down to your releases and you will see the word Baluba right by LD2K, Ronnie2K. But for this jump shot, it's the same as what my jump shot is that's been working for almost 3 to 4 seasons, but it's a little bit more smooth, I can be honest. But I feel like it's a little bit slower than my jump shot. I don't know why. I think it's because of actually having like Baluba as the secondary, but it's more timeable to me when you're using Baluba. I've been messing around with this jump shot in my go-to, like going back and forth to see which one is actually better, and I really can't tell the difference almost. Then we got J.R. Smith, Charles Bassey, and Baluba. I'm telling you, use Baluba as your secondary release. Max speed 82-18 blend. This is slightly past push, like literally a tick or 2 past push. And if you're someone that's not really the best at shooting and you're on like a bigger build, like you're on a 6'7 popper, 6'8 popper, 6'9 popper, or you just on a build that you really just not good at timing your jump shot, this is one of those ones you can use. It's an easy visual cue. It's not too quick and it's not too slow. It's like the in-between. But look, now for my bigger builds, my 6'10s. I know y'all been waiting. My 6'10s, my 7-footers. These are the best bases you can use in NBA 2K25. Now, Mike Muscala might be one of the fastest bases in the game, especially for my big builds if you can end up unlocking this at 84 mid-range or three-pointer. But a lot of you guys know the best base in the game is Jonathan Isaac. Literally statistically actually shown, Jonathan Isaac is literally the #1 base, and it literally has one of the best actual shooting candidates on the game, while being up there as a top 5, maybe top 3 jump shot. But you got Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, we know from years prior, Chris Bosh has been money, but even in this game, it's still knocked down. But if you're someone that got a low three-pointer, you want to still knock some shots down, Andre Drummond, definitely throw that as one of your bases. Jabari Smith Jr., it's cool. If you're someone that's like, you want a nice little jump shot other than Jonathan Isaac, definitely try Jabari Smith Jr. It's not too fast, not too slow. I told y'all boys about Oliver Sarr. This jump shot base is fast. I like it. Once you put some actual like releases to it that you really like mess with and you can get a nice visual cue for it, you can be literally unstoppable, especially for those 6'10s that like the ISO as well. Then we got Tyler Smith. This is another one that's low-key that a lot of people don't use, but I see a few people knock down consistently with Tyler Smith, and it has a decent green window. Then we got PJ Washington and PJ Tucker. Y'all can use both of those. I've been seeing some people use my PJ Tucker jump shots. They've been enjoying it. I do recommend you not rhythm shoot with the PJ Tucker. With PJ Washington, you possibly could, but PJ Tucker, you don't want to rhythm shoot with it. But I told y'all about Michael Porter Jr. MPJ jump shot. If you got a build at 7 foot with low wingspan, you can use that. Or even if you're on a 6'10 with a low wingspan, you can end up unlocking that MPJ base, which kind of feel like a cheat code using. I don't know what it is with MPJ on a bigger build. It just feel like a cheat code. But look, for the jump shot, I'm gonna show y'all boys. We got the Chris Bosh, Chet Holmgren, and then we got Charles Bassey. Now, this is gonna be a max speed jump shot. You can rhythm shoot with this and you can use the button. As of this jump shot, it's 33-67 blend, and this is almost at the halfway mark between push and release when it comes to shooting with this jump shot. Now, Now look, if you do want the jump shot to be a little bit faster, you have to slide it more to the left towards push. But if you want it to be a little bit slower, you can put it more aboard a release if you want to go to rhythm shooting and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. I try to put it in between so I can be able to rhythm shoot and shoot with square at the same time. So sometimes I might rhythm shoot, sometimes I don't. At least I won't be so throw off because I use square, oh it's slower, or I use rhythm shooting, oh it's faster. Like, it's the times that I end up messing around with a few things so I can end up timing them any way I want to. But to unlock this jump shot as a whole, you need a 82 mid-range or 3-pointer. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all this now. When y'all make builds, especially these bigger builds, and they don't got like high 3-pointers and stuff like that, try to go for a build that has like an 87 or 86 mid-range or 85 mid-range, and have like a 75 to 77 3-pointer, so you can be able to get a lot of good bases. Same thing with the Oliver Sarr. This Oliver Sarr, I like it. Oliver Sarr base is maybe one of my favorites that I'm getting kind to. Like, I like using Jonathan Isaac, but Oliver Sarr might be taking the #1 spot for me. But look, Jonathan Isaac, Charles Bassey, I told y'all about this. I used it on the Wemby build with David West at the secondary release. Now look, if you feel like it's too slow for you, max out the speed. Or do you max out the speed, or you can end up changing the blended, or even change the secondary release. I know a lot of people say they like to change the secondary release to most of these jump shots I end up messing around with, and there's no problem doing that. Do what you need to do for you can be able to knock down shots. That's all that really matters. As long as you can knock down that shot, it can hit consistently, and you're not having struggles or having a headache trying to shoot the ball. As long as you can knock down that shot, it doesn't matter if you change a few things from the jump shot. It's all about what's comfortable for you. But for this jump shot, we do have an Oliver Sarr base. Another one, this is going to be with Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Then we got Baluba. I told y'all that Baluba as the secondary is like a cheat code. I'm telling y'all, don't be late to the party, bro. Don't be late to the party. That Baluba as a secondary is literally a cheat code. As this being a max speed 40-60 blend on full release, you can use this while holding square. It's going to be hard trying to rhythm shoot with actually Oliver Sarr base. Like, Oliver Sarr base is like, it's fast. It's really no need for you to actually rhythm shoot with this, but if you can figure out how you can rhythm shoot with this jump shot base, maybe if you want to change the blend in the opposite way, you end up doing 60-40 instead of 40-60, that's up to you. But for the last base for this jump shot video I got y'all is PJ Tucker. A lot of you guys, like I told y'all, a lot of people mess with it, a lot of people don't. They say the base is too fast, some people say the base too slow. In my eyes, this jump shot base is semi-fast based on what you're playing on. If you're playing on a 6'10", it might be faster than what you're playing on a 7-footer, or even the opposite way. Some people say it's too fast for them, some people say it's too slow, and I don't even got it on max speed. That's one thing. They say it's too fast or too slow, and the jump shot not even on max speed. But look, I'm gonna look out for y'all boys to let y'all see my settings that I use. As of my shot timing, you can use between high risk or normal risk. The only reason I would say if you using normal risk, if you don't have great internet, or your shot timing is not that good, or your reaction time is not that good, that would be the only reason I would recommend you use normal risk as your shot time profile. Now, if you're someone that got good internet, you got a monitor, you good at reaction time, I'm gonna tell you, use high risk, use it. It's gonna be more rewarding. I know sometimes you get mad that somebody hit a white, but hey, I'm telling you this now, use high risk. But as of my shot time and visual cue, we are using push. Yo, most of the time, this is what I always use for all jump shots. It's gonna be push, or it's not gonna be no set point. Push or release. And another crucial part that will help you become a better shooter, your hot spots. Make sure you go work on them hot spots. I don't care if you gotta go to my career, go on rookie for 7 minutes. Make sure you get them hot spots. Take at least 10 shots in every spot, at least shoot at least 80%. Get them hot spots from those spots, and make sure you end up getting your lethal spots. But look, out of all the information I gave y'all boys, y'all should found something. Jump shot, dribble pull up, a base that you did not know about that you actually like now. Hey man, all I ask y'all boys to do, drop a like on the video, and make sure y'all boys subscribe so y'all don't miss more videos like this. You don't want to miss videos like this. But hey, also turn on post notifications if you haven't yet. Hey man, make sure y'all boys check out the 2 videos on the screen. And if you got any jump shots that you want me to try out, drop them down in the comment section, man.